wrong? Irritated. The views and opinions expressed in this program are not necessarily those of its host, Urban Arts Enterprises, its advertisers, or affiliates, and are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they represent. What up, y'all? It is 7 o'clock on a Tuesday, and we here. Y'all know what it is. It's time to get it in. It's time to have a little conversation. Faith Sanders, thank you for chiming in. I appreciate you. See you, see you, see you. Um, Let me start today's show by paying homage and giving shout outs to our military stepping brethren and sisters. Shout out to y'all. You know, um, right off the top, and thank y'all, by the way. How to say thank you for your service? Not only thank you for your service, but thank you for the day off. Anyway,
Yes, thank you,
um,
thank you.
um, I wanna point something out. It kind of just occurred to me a minute ago, as I was sitting here and Pastor D checking in. What's going on, family, all the way out there in San Diego, hanging out in the Cali on the West Coast. It occurred to me that we have an awful lot of military service people within the steppers community, retired, of course, people who have given portions of their life in order that we have the freedom to be who we are in this community and enjoy this dance. And I think that is probably something that many of us sort of, I think, take for granted, maybe. I think we take a lot of things for granted, actually. But I think that that is one of those, and I want to give a special shout out to those individuals, Lady Taboo, uh, um, Josiah Burt, um, Tanya. What's Tanya's last
Anderson,
name? Tanya Anderson,
Dallas Brown,
Dallas Brown. There,
Sunshine.
yeah, Sunshine. The list goes on. I'm talking about we got a ton of military people in the Steppers community. And if I didn't say your name, I don't want to get beat
Yeah, I
up.
was just
You know
gonna
what I
say,
mean?
don't say it.
Don't
Don't say it.
y'all ain't gonna jump me. But I just want to make sure that we give a little bit of thought to that as we move forward in our own journeys in the Steppers community. So tonight's show, y'all, is not going to be long. Uh, we are we've got a lot going on. We have family coming in town this weekend, so we are busy, busy, busy making preparations for that, and we're going to enjoy our folks. We have had a busy week. We hung out at the Love Shack on Saturday and did the doggone thing over there with Miss Sunshine. We had a really good time. Friendsgiving is what you called it. And there were a lot of people in from out of town. We had a lot of good dances, a lot of fun, just a lot of fellowship. And I want y'all to all
Say
take
hey
all
to
of that
Janet.
under consideration. Hmm?
Say hey to Janet Wooten. She's on there. She was at the Friendsgiving.
Hey Janet, Janet was at the Friendsgiving. Hey Janet, that's my homie right there. Look, you not gonna beat Janet was about to beat me up.
Oh,
Did you see Janet? Janet, I'm telling on you, she was gonna jump me,
oh.
baby.
She thought she was
Janet,
back in Chicago.
Janet was gonna whoop me out in there. Um, but well, we had a really wonderful time, and tonight's show is not specific to anything. If y'all got anything on y'all's mind, actually, you know what I mean. You're welcome to voice it right now. You're welcome to talk about it. We may even have somebody come on the line if you're up to it. But uh, we are not going to be doing. We're not going to do a whole lot tonight. I'm not in the mood, to be honest with you. What we're going to do, though, I do want to give you all a little bit of a heads up that in December, probably, I'm not making any promises, but I'm thinking that toward the probably the first week of December, we may or may not do a show,
No, you already
but
said.
what?
You already said 2 months, 2 shows ago that December
Oh,
was completely off.
all of December. See, they go to producer lady. I'm been cut off. So we're going to take December off. Leon Green over there trying to get my hat. No sir, no sir. You know what, Leon? I have had this hat probably
Since
20 some years.
since the 90s.
Uh, maybe yeah, since the 90s actually.
Yeah.
I've had this hat since the 90s, and I will not turn it loose. It's one of my favorites. Um, but thank you, sir. Thank you. We're not going. We're gonna take December off as we did last year. I think we went one week into December last year, and then we took the rest of the month off. We're gonna take December off. We'll probably play a few good show reruns from the previous year. Just something, so to keep people that are interested in making sure you still tune in on a Tuesday. But we are going on vacation. Um, we got a lot going on. A lot of wonderful things are happening around us. And man, what? Oh! I almost forgot y'all. For those of you who were part of my crew when the Black Factor was playing, many of you have been asking for the Black Factor to make a return. Well, I got some good news and I got some bad news. The good news, no. Let's give you the bad news first. The bad news is the Black Factor itself will not return. However, a new show will be returning, and it has been renamed The Forbes Report. Now, the reason I changed the name of the show, same content. In fact, I'm going to go out on a limb and I'm going to say it's going to be better content. Busy Bee in the building. Deborah Edwards, I see you. How you doing? Walida Lee, what's going on, young lady? Irene Harrison, how are you? Eric Washington is in the house. Arjanelle Anderson, always a favorite. How are you? What we're going to do is I'm going to retool the Black Factor into the Forbes report. Now, here's the reason why. We're dealing with a lot of interesting algorithms these days. Social media and its platforms seem to be very selective about what they will accept and what they won't. Seems to me they accept a bunch of debauchery, no matter what you no matter what you do, they okay with it. But because of I guess, the black part of it, there seemingly is reason for some of these platforms to try and kind of black out, or they got a name for it. I can't think of what it's called. Shadow ban, and they do things like that where they keep you from really getting your messages out. Because we've got some really good shows on the Black Factor. We've done some great shows, but I know that there are reasons why they're not reaching the audiences that they need to reach. So what we're doing is retooling the Black Factor in the first of the year. The Forbes report will be will be online, and it will be the same content as the Black Factor. Um, in fact, the producer lady and I are in the midst of working on a new book and a couple other things that we have coming down the pipe that y'all are going to really enjoy. So get ready for that. Um, and so that's going to make a return. It'll just be under a different name. Inside Stepping itself will, of course, make a return in 2026. We'll probably do some retooling and move some things around, do some things differently. We're definitely going to be moving differently in 2026. There will be less live shows on locations. We're going to cut back on those this year. Partly is because it is a pain in the butt. A lot of people really don't understand the amount of work that goes into us doing these shows. I think a lot of people think that it's easy. They, and they make their criticisms and they say things, and they don't really understand the amount of energy that it takes and the amount of money, travel, and everything else that goes with it. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I get tired of sometimes flying places and lugging all that stuff around and and trying to do this thing. And then when you
Well,
get
you get.
there, you get to deal with all of the logistic BS. And sometimes the promoters do what they're supposed to do. Sometimes they don't. And what we gonna say?
I'm gonna say you get paid to travel to the events.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, no, I'm not saying we don't get paid to go to the events. I'm just saying it's still a pain in the neck. And
That's fair.
I don't.
I
All
agree.
money ain't good money. Don't get me wrong. You know, it ain't like it's getting such a. We're making so much money that it's like, oh, we got to go do it. No, it ain't like that. So
Yeah, it's fun and
it's
enjoyable.
fun. We have a good time, and we're happy to be able to continue to do what we do at Inside Stepping, and that is to inform my audience, the audience. That's what it's all about. It's about y'all. Um, Without y'all, we have no show. Without y'all, we have no purpose. So the whole point is for those of you who continue to support and who have supported and who have been 10 toes down with Inside Stepping from the word go, man, look, shout out to y'all. And, y'all are the reason why this thing keeps going. We don't do this for likes. We don't do this for the money. We do this because of the people, because we want to carry the culture forward and continue to make it practical and fun for those who really enjoy the dance for what it is, minus all of the extra unnecessary BS that people bring with them, all their baggage and nonsense. So beyond that, inside stepping is gonna continue to do what it does until it doesn't, whatever that means. Michael Cortez, thank you, sir. He says, well deserved vacation coming up December for y'all. Yes, absolutely right. Thank you. Sandy Paris, how you doing in the building? Sandy Paris Thompson. I'm sorry, let me not leave off the Thompson part. You understand me. So we'll be like I said, taking December to just chill. I'm not gonna like even tonight. I almost thought I was gonna have to go rescue the producer lady right quick. She just went and picked up one of our cars from the shop and from the Subaru dealership, and apparently something they did caused some other problems, and now it's got to go back in the morning. And I thought I was gonna have to go get her off the side of the road. Thankfully, I
I
do
wasn't
not.
on the side of the
But
road.
I will say this: Subaru is the customer service, their people they are phenomenal. They did a great, fantastic job making sure that they did what they're supposed to do. So shout out to them, Subaru here. What's the name of that? North Point, North Park Subaru, North Park
I
Subaru
don't know. To be
here in
truthfully
here in San Antonio. Well, I mean, it ain't like it's a bunch of Subaru dealerships around here. So anyway, um, now I do have another announcement to make, and what you say? She says she's scared, y'all. The other announcement to make: DJ Calvin in the building. What's up, man?
hey, to
Calvin
Calvin.
Hayes in the house. That's my homie right there. Another announcement we're gonna make. So, due to the overwhelming responses from last week's show, the all ladies show that was hosted by the producer lady herself, Miss Poppy, due to the overwhelming responses and the ideas that were put forward during the week by other individuals, we have decided that Miss Poppy will be hosting her own show here coming up. I look forward to that. I look forward to being able to be behind the scenes and help her to uh, get with the ladies and move the ball forward in not only the steppers community, but just for ladies in general. And I think it's going to be a wonderful thing. It will be coupled with another surprise that we have coming very, very shortly. We'll make that announcement probably around the first of the year. So y'all get ready for that. It is going to be a blast. You're going to have a fantastic time, and it's going to be all love. DJ Fly Diva in the building. What's up? I see you, girl. C Wands, how you doing? Sunshine Haywood. Y'all all coming through. That's a good thing. Kevin Portier in the house. Sandy Paris. I already said your name, Sandy Paris Thompson. Anyway, so we got a lot of new things happening for 2026. Uh just changing some stuff around, sometimes it get a little monotonous, it get a little, I don't want to say boring because there's never boring on Inside Stepping.
Never.
Never boring. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, but like I said, we are going to have an abbreviated schedule for next year. I know that we'll be doing, of course, the big event, the world's largest, more than anything else. That's really the main one that I'm concerned with.
And
Um,
merch.
and Miss Beamer for Good Girls Gone Bad production over here in Houston, Texas. Those are my two go-tos for the year, and so um, we'll see what else happens in the meantime and in between time. In the midst of that, we'll see. Nothing is written in stone. Cause see, just because I'm saying this, we'll mess around and be going harder next year than we went this year. And I ain't trying to. I'm really not trying to do that, y'all. I ain't even lying. I'm on the. Tim Ellington says Mount Rushmore. LOL. Before you shut it down in 2025, Mount Rushmore. Oh, there you go. Y'all don't even want to know what he's talking about. I'm not even gonna put that out there. Dr. Shawnette Haywood, how you doing? She said happy birthday inside stepping forward. Poppy inside stepping forward.
Hey,
She's telling you happy
girl.
birthday.
She
Jerry.
was in town.
Hey Jerry Baskerville. That's my girl right there. What's up, Jerry? Ricky Jones in the house. Ballroomer from Detroit. Thank you, sir. I appreciate the love. He said he loved the show. Listen, and I'm glad you said that, um, Ricky, and not so much about I'm glad that you told me, or you're telling me, you're giving me my flowers today, us our flowers, that you love the show. Listen, y'all, um, I want to show. I'm gonna find a way to show my appreciation to all of you who have supported Inside Stepping so hard and so much and for so long. I was having a conversation with someone today who reminded me that she's been with me from the beginning. From She's even purchased my book, The Black Factor. She purchased it when it first came out. And how long has Black Factor been out now? It's almost been 10 years, hasn't it? Or has it been?
Yeah.
Yeah, The Black Factor. My book's been out almost 10 years now, and there are people who have walked the line with me, and I want to say thank you all. Thank you so much. I want to say thank you to the supporters, the people who have taken the time and purchased t-shirts and other paraphernalia from us and just rode with us all the way through. I want to say thank you, man. Look, y'all are the MVPs. Real talk. Y'all are what I call the heavy hitters. Singleton McDonald in the building. How you doing, my brother? DJ family right there. DJ Mixmaster Singleton McDonald. Let me make sure I put that part on there because we can't leave that off. You dig? I don't want to get beat up. But I want to show my gratitude and appreciation for all of the people who have made it possible for Inside Stepping to matter and for it to make a difference. And for all of you who approach us and let us know that what we're doing has benefited you in some way. That's all we need. That speaks volumes, and it does everything that we want it to do. Because one thing that we are not going to do over here is use other people to try and make a name for ourselves and our show. We're not going to be doing no name dropping. We're not going to be running around here using drama and chaos to have numbers and this type of thing. This is a positive show. We don't need to feed off of negativity. So we prefer that those of you, when you come to Inside Stepping, you all come in peace as we do. And we appreciate that from each and every one of you. Um, Super David Johnson out of Las Vegas. I see you, my brother.
Say for anybody in San Antonio, Wednesday they can always drop down at Horizon.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh,
They got
yeah.
$10 classes.
So, yeah. So if any of you guys are in San Antonio on a Wednesday, you can always go over to Horizon. That's the little club here in San Antonio, and Miss Sunshine is teaching classes there on Wednesdays, and you can go over there and hang out with her or get your dance on, whatever you want to do. Juicy Mama 34. Hey, Juicy Mama. Regina Deans, I see you. Bliss W to W. Okay, I like that. Somebody says since that hat was $93. You know what? I don't remember what I paid for this hat. That was a long time ago. But anyway, so anyway, we got a lot of good things coming down the pipe. Um, I'm looking forward to what 2026 holds. I'm looking forward to, of course, the rest of this year. We have some pretty big things happening before the end of the year on a personal tip. So I'm looking forward to those things. Um, and of course, like I said, that's why we got to I'm glad we're taking the vacation here in December because we get an opportunity to, what I'm saying, do some stuff that we need to be doing. I need to get home to Chicago, but y'all, I'm gonna need y'all to turn that snow off because I ain't trying to come there for that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can have that. y'all can cut the snow off now and then let me know and I get out of there before it come back down again. I ain't trying to do all that. Um, um, I'm reading. Say I have it to you and still owe you. What do you owe me? Veterans Day. I said Happy Veterans Day. We talked about that. Yeah, good, good. Regina Freeman, there she is. There's another one of our wonderful vets. I see you, Regina. See, you got to remember, y'all. We got a lot of retired military in here. I'm talking about people that served. They did their 20, 30 years, and they're part of the Steppers community. You know, matter of fact, it's a wonderful thing. You know, and it's funny too because I one of our veterans, he, my man Drew. What's up, Drew? That's my dude. He be between here in San Antonio and Louisiana all the time, but you know he's a retired colonel, and he had me laughing one day because he was taking somebody's class, you know, working on his dance, and whoever it was that was teaching him, I ain't gonna say no names, kind of started talking a little slick to him, you know, and he was standing there. I want you to understand something. This dude is like 6'2", 6'3", you know, big old guy, and the instructor kind of started talking a little slick to him, and he turned around, and he looked at me, he looked over his glasses, he wet his glasses, he looked down over his glasses at me, he said, uh, now I ain't gonna take too much of that. And I started laughing because I'm thinking, here go a person, you understand, been giving orders for a long time. And I know he know how to take them too, but he just felt some kind of way. And I just thought it was kind of funny, you know, it made me laugh. But shout out again to all the vets, the veterans, the ones that put in the work that made it possible for us to be able to act a fool the way we do sometimes and, you know, not really appreciate what we should be appreciating. Cheryl Head, what's up, girl?
Hey, Cheryl.
I was
Hey,
I was gonna
Glenda.
call you, Cheryl. I was gonna call you the other day. I'm gonna call you. You make
Hey,
sure you answer your
Danielle.
phone. Marvin Wooten in the building. What's up, Marvin? Hey man, I'm gonna need you to do something with your wife, man. She was trying to beat me up the other night. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. so, um, Sandra Davis, how you doing? Thank you for checking in. Um, so basically, uh, this is one of those things where you know, like I said, I'm just kind of giving y'all a little bit of update on what's happening and how we're gonna move in the future, and just a little general conversation. Margaret Simple Shoes Ray, how you doing? Um, because like I said, we're not gonna do a long show tonight. We're prepping the house right now for incoming family and getting things together. What man?
I was gonna say you wanna to sound like you about to close out.
Not quite.
Advertise Beamer's event right quick.
Oh yeah. Here, let me pull up her stuff here so we can do just that. Let me find her thing. I'm gonna just pull it up on the computer and make it easy because I want to. As a matter of fact, she will be on the show coming up in a couple of weeks. But before we shut down for the season, she will definitely be coming on. Brian Jeffries, what's up, y'all? That's the proprietor of Jay's Eatery in the building. That is our headquarters for Stepping right here in San Antonio. If you ever in town and you want to hang out, we're at Fourth Saturday. We're at Jay's Eatery, but you ain't got to wait till Fourth Saturday to go to Jay's Eatery. You can go over there any day of the week and you can get some of the best soul food and just some of the best food in general in the city of San Antonio. I'm talking about my man be putting it down, you dig. There's going to be a segment at Beamer Johnson's event, which is the Good Girls Gone Bad production. Um, and they have a segment, y'all, that I think you should be at. I think if you know anything about, or you want to know anything about the history, or you want to understand um, the dance and its background within itself, I'm going to make a suggestion that you attend this event because, of course, I'm going to be there because, of course, it's going to be a phenomenal event. But um, it's called History and Hoagies. Now, the speakers at this event, I want y'all to listen to me now. I want you to understand the weight of this portion of this event. It's called History and Hoagies with Chicago natives Daryl Davis, man, Reggie Miles, boom, Claudel Jackson, Josiah Burt. Special guest panelist, Charles E. Heilig. Man, listen, that is
Now,
one
all
hell
Chicago.
of a lineup. And I suggest that you go ahead now, start booking your tickets. March the 12th through the 15th, 2026, Houston, Texas, y'all. Stepping in Elegance. And that is with Beamer Johnson.
What
Good
hotel
Girls
is it?
Gone Bad. I don't
What's the
know.
show?
Do I have a hotel information? I don't know if we have hotel information right now.
Where they can go to
Well,
Beamer's
Beamer's gonna
Place.
come on. She's gonna come on. She'll be on the show here in 2 weeks. Um,
And you don't have to call her to pay for the event. I think she
yeah,
has
no,
already
she's got those. What do they call them? Not barcodes. What do they call them
scan
things? Them scanners, them scan things. I can't even remember.
QR code.
QR codes. Yeah, she got QR codes everywhere. You can easily log in and link up for the Good Girls Gone Bad production. Um, Stepping in Elegance. It is going to be a phenomenal event. Now y'all just heard that panel lineup. If that's any indication of what this event is going to be mean in terms of historical content and cultural understanding, as well as some of the top thinkers within the dance itself. So you're going to get some really good information. This is one you don't want to miss. Um, let's see. Deborah LJ, how are you? Thank you for checking in. Cynthia McGowan in
And
the
then
house.
Thursday, if you go to
Herman
Beamer's
T.
Place,
Holland
she got a party at the mall.
for that Thursday. Oh, it's a
Mm-hmm.
party at the mall that Thursday.
Yeah.
Well, look, just all you got to do is just chime in and get all of the information for the whole event, and you'll be solid. You'll be real solid. Uh, okay, so that's that on that. What else did I have? Anything else?
Fourth Saturday, we
Yeah.
celebrating
Oh,
Jay's every
oh,
my
oh, oh,
birthday.
oh, oh.
Scorpios
Yeah.
red.
If
Everybody wear
y'all are
red.
gonna be Reggie Miles, Conversations is in the building. How you doing, sir? Good evening. If you're gonna be in San Antonio for fourth Saturday of this month, if you're gonna be anywhere in this area, or if you just want to come to this area, let us know. We are going to be celebrating Miss Poppy Forbes' birthday. This is her official birthday party. We're just gonna be, hanging out at Jay's Eatery over there with my man Brian Jeffries and his wonderful wife. Uh, Doing what we do on fourth Saturdays anyway. But we do have a lot of people that are coming in from around the region to hang out with us, and some from out of town. So you're gonna have a good time. That's guaranteed. We always have a good time. That part don't even matter. You ain't even got to worry about that. It's gonna be how they say, a time is gonna be had.
Mm-hmm.
A time will be had. You
Scorpios
dig?
wear red. Everybody else wear black.
Yes. And as she says, now you Scorpios, all the Scorpios wear red. Scorpios wear red, and everybody else wear black. It's a black and red affair, as always.
My
Um,
favorite colors.
yeah. And y'all just come hang out with us and kick the bobo. And y'all ain't heard that one. If you ain't from the crib, you don't know nothing about that. We talking about kicking the bobo. You understand me? That's just what we do. But that is pretty much it for what we got going on, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ain't that it? Okay.
Yes, all I know is March Beamer's.
So I'm gonna this is going to be, like I said, it's gonna be an abbreviated show. We're not gonna do a whole lot of talking tonight. We're gonna move around. But before I go, let me once again next week, unless Fly Diva makes me choke her out, because she was supposed to be on the show this week, her and her crew. That is the flyradio.com crew, which I am a part of, because y'all need to be, if you're not, you need to be listening to flyradio.com or WBOE, which is ReggieMiles.com, on Sunday nights, 8 to 11, Brown Liquor Sunday. That's me. DJ Be Real. Get it in. Y'all want some good old school? You need to come hang out with me on them Sunday nights, because, see, I'll put you to sleep. I'll tuck you in. Most times you don't want somebody to say, oh, man, I was listening to you and I fell asleep. That's my job. That's what I'm supposed to do. So y'all need to hang out with me on those nights and listen in to do what we do. Now, next week, we're going to have uh, DJ Fly Diva, who is the proprietor of flyradio.com, and the crew, and all of the personalities that come on to the shows during the week that you guys listen to. And if you don't, you need to start. You need to come on and get it in and hang out and listen to the good music when you're just riding along. We got it for you. Um, so do that. Um, what was the other thing? I don't even remember. Shit, y'all. My memory. Look, I'm so chill tonight, y'all. I'm so relaxed. I'm just like, we just kicking it. You know what I'm saying? Um, oh, oh, and dinner's ready. Hey, y'all. The producer lady brought me. Y'all familiar with? Should I say? I should say a company name. Shake Shack. She went to Shake Shack, y'all, and got me a chocolate shake. Man, let me tell you something. This thing good. Mm, that's what I'm talking about. Anyway, um, so before I get out of here, I want to reiterate that Inside Stepping is about y'all. I want to once again make sure that I let you all know the level of appreciation that I have for you, that I have for the fact that you guys tune in, pay attention, get information, and know that what we do is for a reason and it's for you. And we're going to keep it 100 all the way across the board. Period. Period, period, period. So thank you all for your support and your ongoing love. And man, the shout outs, the phone calls, the questions, the suggestions. Look, y'all, we are open to suggestions. So don't ever think that you can't say, you know what I'd like to see a little more of on the show, or you know what I'd like to find out that I don't know. Y'all chime in. Let us know what it is. I mean, when you do that, it makes it easier for us to accommodate. Because believe me, for every question that each one of you may have, there are others who have that same question. And if nobody ever asked it, then there's never an answer. And that's what this platform is for. Because, like I always tell you, if I don't have the answer, I got people on speed dial who do. Um, so just know that we are here to provide. Um, and like again, I said, I suggest that you make it to the Good Girls Gone Bad production of that'll be in Houston in March, because that panel is going to be an opportune time to ask some of those questions, to dig into the roots and the history and the culture, to gain information from the individuals who will be present. Because let's face it, y'all, we ain't getting no younger. And at the end of the day, we don't know how much longer all of the people that have the knowledge and information will be with us. And that means anybody, because nobody knows the hour, the minute, or the second. And we have to take those things into account. Rashid Shabazz in the building. What's up, family? Good to see
What's
you.
that?
Hey, Kim Shelton. That's my homie right there. Ella Lamar in the building. When Fly Diva is on, please address DJs in 2026 and ability to keep the music library growing. Last Chicago tours in the future like they had at the homecoming. Yeah. You know what? Um, Elamar, I really enjoyed doing that tour. We had a blast because you know what? Even though we did that tour for the sake of those, and the funny thing was, we had people literally from Chicago on the tour, which I thought was amazing. But they were able to even add little bits of content to what took place during the tour, and we hit we hit a bunch of spots. But we, of course, you'll never. I don't think you'll ever. It would literally take probably 3 or 4 5 hours to try and pass every spot where something went on as far as stepping was concerned in Chicago. But we did hit the key joints. And myself, Josiah Burt, and the producer lady, we were able to give lots of good information to those who were new to understanding the culture, and even give a little few things to the people who actually were from Chicago, who maybe hadn't seen or began their stepping journey later in life, and they didn't see some of the things that or know about some of the places that we stepped at. So it was really really cool. I enjoyed it. I really did. I'm kind of surprised actually, because you know stuff, you know it, but it felt good to be able to go past some of those places and give some explanations and talk about the things that went on and the times that I remember, and and it was really nice. But yeah, now when Diva is on, I will um, definitely talk about ask that question. And it's funny you say that because I literally was just talking to another DJ brethren of mine yesterday, and since it's been a minute since I've done any sets outside. Well, let me see. When's the last time I played a set outside the city? It's been a minute. Oh, I know. It was a homecoming. I played the homecoming, but that was the last out of town set I played. But anyway, it's funny because the music is always growing. There's always new joints coming out, and I literally just hit my dude up because he been moving around. And matter of fact, I just tell you who it is. My man, Ambassador Kevin Neville. He's had a hell of a month. He's been running. He's been all over the country. So much so that he had some problems getting out of Atlanta this weekend for First Friday. But I said to him, I said, hey man, you've been moving around all month, man. What's new? What's hot in these streets? We got to talking about the music, and it's funny because every so often something hits, and we all, sometimes people would try to hold on to it or do something, like, uh, uh, what do you do? Like you got that song, let me get that. And then you got those DJs that want to play crazy, you know what I'm saying? They want to try to hold on to stuff as long as they can so they can have some exclusivity. But anyway, um, the bottom line is we're gonna all end up with it anyway, one way or another. And you're either a competent and qualified, confident DJ, and you're gonna play your box regardless of one or two songs that you may not have, because I don't know any two DJs that have ever played the same set ever, ever. There's some songs you're gonna play, there's some you're not. There's some popular songs you're not gonna play sometimes, and there's some that you're not. It's just that simple. Thank you, Deborah. But she said, "Yeah, I did Minnesota Day Party. Yeah, I did." Oh, I sure did. You're right. Thank you, Deborah. That's right. That was the last set I played, Minnesota.
You just cut up at
Yeah, at the Friendsgiving. Yeah, I kind
yeah,
of
we
had them.
missed it, girl.
I kind of had them going at the Friendsgiving. I was in the zone, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. It was a small look. It was a small family gathering, but doggone it, I was feeling something. I felt some kind of way. Yes, it
You
went
was feeling good.
down. So,
And I
um,
DJ.
yes, and the producer lady on her new journey of DJing, she's learning how to use the ones and twos and doing a fantastic job, by the way. Uh, but that's only because
That's
certain
right.
tutelage. You understand me? I'm messing with you. Look, Rashid said, he said, man, oh yeah, Rashid was there. Yes, sir. It went down. Don't play no games. Um, but with all of that said, y'all, I just want to thank everybody, and we're gonna get ready to wind it on down for the night. And next Tuesday, Fly Diva, don't make a liar out of me. I know you watching. You know, one of the reasons I don't ever, and I've told many of y'all this before, one of the reasons why I do not announce what the following week's show is going to be is because there have been too many occasions where I have said, "Oh yeah, we're gonna have so and so on the show next week," and then I get stood up, and I don't like it. Don't get me wrong, but these
Shit
things
happens.
happen. These things happen. People end up in situations, stuff comes up, and then they're not able to make it or whatever the case may be. But then that throws my programming off, and I have to scramble to try and find somebody. But that's just how it goes. So I can tell y'all now, look forward, because I'm gonna just tell you like this. I'm gonna tell Diva, regardless of which people are not able to make it on next week, we're gonna do the show anyway. So we're gonna have some of the personalities from flyradio.com on, include myself, and we're gonna talk about it, and it's gonna be a great show because we will have an opportunity to have that DJ conversation among some real heavy hitting DJs. I'm talking about some real personalities and some talent, some people that really know how to play their box. And we ain't just talking about stepping music, y'all, because when you're in the radio arena, it's no longer about stepping. It's two different worlds. On the one hand, you're playing music that appeals to the masses. On the other hand, we play music that has to appeal to a niche market, which is steppers, and it's all good. But you know, we don't mind. I don't mind. I really enjoy doing my show on Sundays, y'all. Brown Liquor Sunday. You need to tune in. I'm telling you. Let's see. Philly Group would like to compensate and appreciate your knowledge and Poppy to have a week tour in the ideal times to visit. So start thinking of tour packages. LOL. Love you all.
Okay.
You know what? I like that, Elamar. Thank you. That's not a bad idea. As a matter of fact, one
I can put it on the list
I
for
have a one
2026.
of my house is almost ready, and we're debating on maybe doing an Airbnb in Chicago, and that wouldn't be a bad idea. What you think? If we did like say Airbnb and then did a tour with it, that would be cool. Yeah, Steppers tour in Chicago. All right, now some of y'all heard me say that. Um, Listen,
That's a
all
it's a
ideas.
might.
Yeah, that's what I said. But I'm saying, like, let's say somebody else did that though.
Yeah.
I
So
don't.
when
It
I'm
don't have to
doing
be
that,
us. I don't look. I'm not stingy with stuff like that. I mean, if somebody's willing to do it, if somebody's willing to take the time and the energy and do something like that, hell, I'm all for it. I back it. I'm
we
with
gonna
that.
call Willie.
David Calhoun in the building. What's up, family? And my man right there. That- Go back like two flats on a Cadillac. Therese, I see you. Therese Williams in the house. Hey, Valeria in the building. Lindo Daniel, how you doing? Nate Williams in the building. What's up? He said the lady DJs rock the house. This is why all of my DJs are women. Yeah, because he does the breast cancer, the awareness event once a year down there in Alabama. Alabama.
Here's a pink party
The
too.
pink party. Yeah, it's a pink party. That's um
Nathaniel.
yeah, Nate. Joanne Kane, what's up, lady? How you doing? Joanne, I'm gonna see you soon. I'm gonna come get I need a hug. I'm gonna come get hugged up. Miss Joanne Kane. Let's see. All right. So with all of that, y'all, I want to tell everybody that I love y'all. And he said happy birthday. Nate said happy birthday,
Thank
Poppy.
you.
Um uh I love all y'all. Uh Especially those who continue to support, those who continue to encourage, those who continue to lift and remain positive and push forward. I love y'all. And I'm going to be here for you, just like
Thank
you've
you.
been here
Thank
for
you.
me. So we're going to keep bringing the smoke. We're going to keep bringing the heat. We're going to keep bringing the information. I want everybody to have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful rest of your week. Have a beautiful, beautiful night. Sleep well and sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Remember that? Remember we used to say that? And I want have yourselves a great week, man. And we're gonna see y'all on next Tuesday. Like I said, we're gonna have um, Fly Diva and the crew from flyradio.com. Look forward to that. Don't forget, y'all, Sunday night, 8 o'clock, flyradio.com or reggiemiles.com. Brown Liquor Sunday simulcast. Tune in and hang out with your boy. Listen to this good music. It ain't Steppers music, y'all. It's old school jams that will definitely take you back. And I look forward to serving you well. All right. Okay. Let's see. It's time to get out of here. We gotta go. Let me see what I gotta do here. She said, "Good night." She's trying to rush me off the. You trying to rush me out of here, baby? All right. It's time to eat. You got me right. She said she got me right, y'all. She got me faded, and I'm with it. Time to eat. Okay. All right. Da-da-da-da. All right, everybody. Have a good night. Love you. Nothing you can do about it. In the words of my man Tony Adway. By the way, shout out Tony. I see you. Shout out to my man Stretch out there in Vegas, also a veteran. Y'all all have yourselves a wonderful night. I'm gone, y'all. Peace out. The views and opinions expressed in this program are not necessarily those of its host, Urban Arts Enterprises, its advertisers, or affiliates, and are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they represent. Never measure an event by the quantity of the people in attendance, but by the quality of memories you create with the people who are present.